Hey, how's everybody doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What's going on? Nice, beautiful day. Sun shining, blue skies, white clouds, peace, love, and joy in every way. Namaste. Take a few nice deep breaths. Breathe in all that good ass prana, as Ralph says. All right? Nice to see everybody. We ask for many, many blessings right now, many wonderful blessings from the universe. We pray for a paradigm free and clear of all high density, a higher vibrational paradigm with wonderful frequencies. We ask for peace and love and joy in a transitional rebellion from what was to what is, what should be. And we ask for just a wonderful, wonderful life for each and every creature in life, from above and beyond. Thank you, God. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, the all that is in everything. Just ask for a wonderful, wonderful life for all creation. And we ask that all the evil be eliminated in a proper way. I was listening to Alan Watts the other day, and the late great Alan Watts. I recommend his talks to everyone. But just that there's a reason for everything, and there's a divine plan for everything. So just try to rest yourself in that. Everything is happening for a reason. And with that reasoning, we're going to go right into some questions, some answers, some reading from the Sacred Geometry, the Oracle Activations Guidebook by Lon. We'll see what it is for a wonderful, great message from the universe, from Great Spirit, from Source, God, creation, with these activation cards, Sacred Geometry activation cards. Something that we can apply, not just for now, but for every day of our lives, in every good way. As I shuffle, it seems like there's a few cards that tried to jump out at me. I should have thinking about if I should grab the next card that just jumps out, or would take it right from the top. Actually, you know what? Let's take it right from the top. Wow. Okay. Emergence. Beautiful card. Resonates well with me for today. Emergence. This is card number 25 in the workbook. Out of the card selection here. Emergence. Let's see what that says. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. That's wonderful. That really is wonderful. The frequency of emergence, to emerge, to come out from, invites us to approach, to come toward, to emerge out from and to come toward to approach our reality. So it's a combined, co-creative reality with a childlike attitude of play, a playful childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment. That's beautiful. Childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. To watch and celebrate, the beauty that unfolds from that place. Emergence. That's beautiful. Card 25. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Emergence can be described as the process of coming into being, the arising of something that wasn't there before. When referring to personal development and growth, the emergence of a grander expression of ourself is often a result of extensive inner work and deep release. In order for real personal growth to happen, we have to be willing to let go of existing belief systems, frameworks, and labels that define and limit us. Recognizing potential can take us on an exciting inner journey of discovery and integration. From this place of openness and discernment, we can truly unfold and emerge as a new human being. The deep and rich blue at the core of this activation represents the drive for clear expression. The purple signifies the insights that come directly from our connection to Source and that are now available to be expressed. And the yellows and oranges indicate the creativity and power with which we can do this. We can do so. Again, the yellows and oranges indicate the creativity and power with which we can do so. That's amazing. The work part of this actually says to take a deep breath, release all that does not serve. What was your when I grow up I want to be, or I want to be, declaration. What is it that you wanted to be when you were young? Did you realize this childhood dream? What other aspects of yourself would you like to give birth to? Are there any new aspects emerging that you have never expressed before? Keep a journal so you are aware of your growth. That's interesting. What was your when I grow up questions, or to be, or I want to be, or want to be? What did you declare? What was your declaration? Did you realize this childhood dream? What other aspects of yourself would you like to give birth to? Are there any new aspects emerging that you have never expressed before? It is wonderful to realize, to contemplate, to comprehend. I think I know for myself, I always wanted to be a hero. Always wanted to be a hero from when I was very young. And I actually, it's funny, I admired a lot of the heroes, Superman character was Batman, things like that, and many other heroes, excuse me, even heroes that were iffy as far as whether they were actually heroes or monsters, like the Hulk and things like that. But I think the ultimate goal, for me anyway, with this emergence is to allow what the inner child really wants and needs to have emerge into this reality, the hero. I would love to see a world right now where the hero aspect, the hero's journey of all of our lives actually comes to reality. Because it's nice to see different hero movies and heroic movies, and I think we all appreciate that. But I think we all need to be more heroic in our own lives. And it's funny thinking about this with that as far as the hero realization with the emergence. You always watch the heroes, but did you ever think about behind what the heroes were feeling? If they're always fighting, really evil people, evil villains, and always, going against that. And, even though they probably had appreciation, I'm sure, from others, but it's not something that something that is always fun to do. It's not always fun to go against evil, to stand up for yourself and everybody else, for those that don't have a voice to stand up for themselves. It's not always fun. And, so again, this is about emergence, but I think in this whole thing with emergence, we need to have this conversation. What do you want to emerge in your life? And I think we'd all be a lot happier, a lot healthier, a lot wiser if we allowed our hero to emerge. And if others want to have, less heroic emergences, in their life, or things to emerge, if people are coming from things at a very selfish way, I don't think that's something that you really would help the world. I think there's been enough selfishness overall. So if someone feels like, gimme, I want more and more and more, that's sort of like a counterproductive force for creation. So I would say that we should all find the hero inside and allow that to emerge in whatever way it is. Just whether you're communicating with friends, family, or social media, writing. What kind of hero would you be? I've had the good fortune, I say fortunately and unfortunately, of having, with my career and stuff, having to have been, a hero, not just for myself, but for many others. And, when you have an oppressive type of paramilitary organization that you're with, and, you're given orders to do things, following orders is fine, in as long as those particular orders are within, a boundary that's not hurting anybody and that doesn't hurt you either, hurt yourself. And but I've always questioned others, their motives, and usually if someone comes at things in a good way, then it's more acceptable. Coming at things in a authoritative, overbearing delusions of grandeur, like type of way where people seem to think that they have more authority than others because of their title or status, financial status, or classifications, papers. It's these are all stories that were made up all made up stories. People make up a lot of different stories to elevate themselves among other people. Essentially, we're all from the same creation, so I think respecting that is very important. Having more of a unification is important. So anyway, what I'm saying is that with this emergence card, I'm hoping that what emerges is a unification of all life with respect, with the divine connection, the spirituality of all creation, interconnected, intertwined, recognizing that, appreciating that, the differences of all that. It's a divine diversity. And it's a divine diversity because it's supposed to be something that's appreciated, like artwork. So differences of colors of all species, differences of skin tone, heights, different heights and broadness in one way and narrow another way, curves in other ways. These are all these are all just ways of the divine expressing itself artistically, creatively, beautifully, and it's to be appreciated. So, again, this is about emergence, but what's coming from this emergence and what's going on with the world as of right now is, no other species on this planet looks at the differences of other species or in of its own species as something to be discriminated against. So humanity has been manipulated in many ways. But one of the manipulations right now, and again, it's part of these agendas to create divide and conquer scenarios, is race. Well, I grew up with different races, and we had friction. There was friction, but that friction was also kind of put in place, even by the control systems, the indoctrination systems, about who belongs where and what, and but growing up and working with many different types of group of people, and having friends in different states of actually different types of people, different colors. There is no color when you in friendship. There's no color in love. There's no color. I interact with nature a lot. There's a lot of different species of nature: birds, cats, dogs, wild turkeys near me, and they appreciate the differences in of each other, knowing that creation is doing this. The Creator is doing this. So human beings have to get back to a very basic way where just appreciate the differences in everybody. And, even from the programming, get away from the programming that we've been subjected to all our lives, and even the programming that's going on now, as far as who's different and why difference is bad. That's a lie. Difference is not bad. Difference is just different. It's that simple. They actually there's a video I saw on Instagram the other day. It's actually a really good video to check out, of a school teacher from perhaps the 1960s or 70s, like that, takes a group of children and just asks them questions about diversity and differences, and then after she asks them questions, she actually puts them through like their own, a testing scenario, where she actually separates them based on their eye color and makes them wear like certain types of collars to signify who's different, and then creates this whole scenario where the different ones are less than with the collars, and the ones that have like light eyes, they're better, and they get more privilege and more everything. But then she watches how little children are actually so twisted in a matter of a very short space of time, that the ones that are being oppressed actually take a more oppressed way about them and more of a downing of themselves, and the ones who were told that they were better for whatever eye color reason, lighter eyes, they adopt this whole position of how great they are compared to everybody else. And anyway, it's a very simple way of showing children easily. And then what's even better is that towards the end of the video, she switches the whole thing around. And she says, well, you know what? She says, she tells the children that she lied to them, which is the truth. She lied to them and about having lighter eyes being a better, that they deserve much more, and darker eyes that they don't deserve as much. And she switches it around and says, actually, the darker eyes are actually more favorable for intelligence, and the lighter eyes are not. And then she goes through this whole thing where she switches the whole thing around and creates the one with the privileged children now are less than, and the underprivileged are now privileged and have more than. And so she's able to show all this whole group of children, both perspectives from different angles. So again, I know this is about emergence, which is awesome, but this is what needs to be brought forth from the inner child that we talked about into this analogy of this video, this basically sharing from what I was watching about what we need to be more aware of. And then at the end of the video, and I suggest everyone look for it. I'm not sure of the name of it. If I find it, I'll try to put a link in on this video. But what was great was at the end of it all, after like I think the third day, she actually tells them that everything she told them is not true, and that they're actually all the same, and there are no more collars, and there's no more privilege, and everybody's the same, and everybody's going to just get along and get the same equally. And they were all thrilled about that, and they were all very friendly with each other, and much more interactive with each other, and much more accepting of each other's differences. And anyway, it's a good way to teach. I agree with. And again, as far as emergence and the inner child, connecting with the inner child, and the idea of being a hero, if you took a whole bunch of children, animals and human children of all different colors and shapes and sizes, and animals as well, and you put them all together, and you grew them, and they grew together as they grew up together, they would all accept each other as family. So that's the ultimate emergence, that the human race needs to come and emerge to where it's all family, and family would not look to destroy family. So anyway, this was the message for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I pray higher consciousness, overcoming spirituality, awesome awareness, and wisdom of the soul for us all, in peace, in joy, and love. I send all good energy and vibrations out to the universe in all of what we talked about. Namaste. This was awesome. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful day. See you later.